Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a new marathon by Scott Anderson, and actually he did give me a couple of choices, a couple of marathons to choose from, which is awesome. But I think I'm gonna go with this one, which I'm gonna reveal in a second. I mean, you can already see it in the description, but why I'm gonna tell you in a second. Yeah, there's some other ones. I think one where you mentioned that you rather wanted Alexia to do those. I think that would be a better idea, because these songs are really amazing and I think she should listen to them. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Train Game Rock and Blues Marathon, and because of a few reasons. But first of all, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. You know, give us a like, maybe subscribe. Subscribing is very, very important, you know, because it does help us out. It really does. So if you like the video, please, you know, be sure to subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much, you know, Scott, for this marathon, and for, you know, helping out the channel, and your kindness, your emails, your friendship. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we're gonna get into the marathon, because we got the Doobies, we got Delbert McClinton, we got Aerosmith, which I have never reacted to, and I do know Aerosmith, of course, and then we got the Boss, Bruce Springsteen, and R.E.M. I mean, how can I say no to this? So that's the one, you know. I'm sorry, that's the one. It's just too good. So like, we're gonna do it just like we always do it with Scott's marathons. There's a little bit of info that he, you know, provides in the email, so I'm just gonna read that before the song. Let's listen to the song, let's analyze whatever we love, and then we keep going, you know. I think that's a great way to, you know, go through the marathon and really appreciate everything. Okay, all right, so we're gonna start it off with the Doobie Brothers. And I love the Doobie Brothers, you know, I love them. I love the old Doobie Brothers, and we're gonna listen to old Doobie Brothers, but I also love the new Doobie Brothers. I mean, you have to give it to them. They're just so good, you know. It doesn't matter what, you know. So this one, this is from, I think it's from the second album, like, if I'm not mistaken, or first. Oh no, fourth. Okay. What? Okay, so this is down in the track, the Doobie Brothers, from the album What Were Once Vices Are Now Habits, and I've done some fair you know, reactions to this album. It's amazing. It says the highlight is Tyrone Porter's syncopated bass and his descending lick at the end of the chorus. Oh wow, you even give me timestamps. Holy moly. Thank you. But cool. I'm gonna pay attention to that, and yeah. And so let's go. Let's get into it, you know. Doobie Brothers. So here we go. So down on the tracks. So this is all about trains, you know. It's themed, you know. It's the Train Game Rock and Blues. There's also the Train Game Americana, which I might do afterwards, you know. But there's also something else. So there's a lot of choices here, and a lot of good stuff. So okay, let's go with the Doobie Brothers. Enjoy, everyone.
Sad, sad
Wow, man. So good. So I think I figured out the lick. Now, again, I'm now no bass player, but I think that it's a pentatonic run, like it's into. It's not connected, obviously, but hey, there we go. All right, let's keep going after this like display of bass. I'm not a like I said, I don't play bass, and anyone who is a guitar player and says he's a bass teacher, no, it's a totally different animal, the bass guitar. Okay, let's keep going. So next song is by Delbert McClinton, B-Movie Boxcar Blues. So let's see what Scott provided us with. It says from the album Delbert McClinton, The Millennium Collection, 1972 was the original release. The Millennium Collection will be better quality and easier to find. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one that I have loaded up. It says the Blues Brothers did a popular cover of the song Delbert Blues. Delbert blows a mean harmonica, and the highlight lyric comes at 1:27. Next, I hopped a train with a hobo woman, said she was from Texas too. The way she did. Oh, that's the lyric. Okay. Let's see. Well, sometimes these notes are just for me, but I do like to read them. So if they're a little bit, out of, this is just some notes, that Scott is shooting my direction, but thank you. Okay. So let's listen to the song. And let's see. I do want to see. Yeah, I really like the guy. I mean, I did a whole marathon on him, and he's just really like a cool guy, I love his voice, super deep, and his playing. And let's give it up for him here. Wow.
Dakota with two girls in a light blue soda. One name was Jane, the other was Plain, but they both had racing motor. Next I caught a ride with a gambler's wife. She had a brand new laid down Rambler. She stopped outside of town, laid her Rambler down. Said she sure could dig it if I rode her. She said she sure could dig it if I rode her. Doing my best to get back to you. Ain't nothing I'd rather do. Look for me Sunday, I'm gonna be there, honey, for something special just for you. Yeah, a little something special just for you. Quarter. Next I hopped a train with a hobo woman, said she was from Texas too. The way she did what she did, when she did what she did to me, made me think of you. Yeah, honey, made me think of you.
Look, that's the line.
I'm doing my best to get back to you. Ain't nothing I'd rather do. Look for me Sunday, hope I'll be there, honey, with something special just for you. Yeah, a little something special just for you. I bet all my money on a racehorse rain, honey, trying to get to you. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to you. Doing everything, everything I know how to do. Walking down here in the freezing rain, honey, trying to get to you. Yeah, I'm trying to get to you.
Good. So good. It's just... the guy's just so cool, you know, like the singing and the harmonica and the whole thing together works so well. I really like him, you know, like it's one of those, you know, sounds like I talked about this in the last marathon I did for you. JJ Cale, man, he's so good. And I get that vibe, you know, that cool vibe, you know, from him too. And yeah, what a legend. Really good. Okay. Next one is Aerosmith. Now, again, in the other marathon that I chose, the last song was by Quincy Jones. And it, you know, it had a little bit of rap, which was amazing. And I talked about my first exposure to rap, and that was Run DMC. And the first time I ever heard Aerosmith was when they collaborated on Walk This Way. I was like, wow, like that album was just so good. Raising Hell from Run DMC, and I think that collaboration with Aerosmith, I mean, it was very good for both bands, you know, the whole Adidas thing, and just amazing. So, but that was like, I was like, what is this? Like, and then when he does a scream, you know, like Aerosmith, like Steve Tyler, I was like, wow, that sounds like the devil, like for a kid, you know. And but yeah, that was my first exposure thanks to Run DMC. So this is Train Kept a Rolling, Aerosmith, from the album Get Your Wings, 1974, first recorded by Tiny Bradshaw in 1951. So I guess it's a cover. All right, here we go with Aerosmith. First time ever reacting to Aerosmith. And I do know Aerosmith, of course, because of Walk This Way. And there was some, you know, I think I did have the soundtrack to Armageddon. And I think there's a lot of songs by Aerosmith on there. I think they wrote the whole soundtrack for the movie. So I think that's my like biggest exposure to Aerosmith. I don't really know Aerosmith that. I think Back in the Saddle, I know, and then what are like the classics? Walk This Way, of course, the original, you know, without Run DMC. That was hard to learn, that it has such a syncopated rhythm. Such a weird rhythm, the guitar. But yeah, okay, let's just go for it. You know, I mean, Aerosmith, for some people, Aerosmith is like the band, you know, to see. Like we went on a ride at Disney, the Aerosmith ride. That was pretty cool. All right, here we go.
She
Okay, one thing I have to say, I mean, Aerosmith's guitar player, I don't know his name, honestly. I'm like, I'm not that, informed, but this guy, I've always loved the way he phrases his like solos. He always knows when to kind of like not play the beat, like that. Those silences are so effective. I've talked about this so much, and I do it myself, and I have to kind of like, you have to learn to pull back, because if you're only about flashiness, it's very boring. It's very, very boring when you're just like it's okay, it's cool to get to that level, but when you are at that level, you have to pull back. And I learned this very quickly when I started to play with older people, like veterans, of the music business. They were like 30, 35 years older than me, and they were like, Nick, okay, we appreciate your shredding, but you have to like pull that back. You're like, you have to let the band breathe. So, and I was like, oh, okay, but they were really nice about it. But they, it was kind of like a wake up call. And when I hear like these professional bands, and they really add just what's necessary. I mean, depends on the band. There's bands that the guitar plays just solos over everything for 10 minutes, but I mean, just for a more tasty experience with guitar, and especially distorted guitar and fast licks, and pentatonic runs, whatever, it's just really cool to know when to like give it a break for the music, for the bass, to the whole beat, to breathe and stuff. So I guess that's just a thing that you learn when you play in a band, but I love that. I've always heard that in Aerosmith's songs, and they're always like the little that I've heard, and when it's not the 90s ballads, the 70s stuff, it's very funky, and I don't know, it's really good. Like, especially this song is so good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if he does it again. If he gets a solo, another one.
couldn't let it go. Ooh, but I just couldn't tell her so. I said, train kept a rolling all night long. 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 I'm heat, I'm in love, but I just couldn't tell her.
Okay. Okay, that was a bit weird. I'm so confused. Let me see. Okay, so that was the right album because it started sounding like just a studio recording, and then it became a lot. I don't know if that. I think that's done on purpose, adding the people but it did sound like a live version, because it was kind of like it sounded all reverby and like farther away. Still amazing. I just enjoyed the first section a little bit more, but then it became like a live version. Really odd, but I got the right version, so I'm happy. Okay, now let's continue with The Boss. It only says here Downbound Train, Bruce Springsteen, 1980 for a classic. I mean, The Boss doesn't need a lot of explanation. Let's just give it up for him. What a legend. And I'm like, when we watched that We Are the World, he was so good, on that too, and he just came out for tour and he usually didn't travel. I mean, all these artists, and they're still, they're special people. They're like, yeah, I'm not going to do that, and then they did do it, and it's so cool, all right, let's give it up for Bruce.
I had a job, I had a girl, had something gone, mister, in this world. I got laid off down at the lumber yard. Our love went bad, times got hard. Now I work down at the car wash, where all it ever does is rain. Don't you feel like you're a rider on a downbound train? She just said, Joe, I gotta go. We had it once, we ain't got it anymore. She packed her bags, left me behind. She bought a ticket on the Central Line. Nights as I sleep, I hear that whistle whining. I feel a kiss in the misty rain, and I feel like I'm a rider on a downbound train. Last night I heard your voice. You were crying, crying. You were so alone. You said your love had never died. You were waiting for me at home. Put on my jacket, I ran through the woods. I ran till I thought my chest would explode. There in a clear beyond the highway, in the moonlight, our wedding house shone. I rushed through the yard, I burst through the front door, my head pounding hard. Up the stairs I climbed, the room was dark, our bed was empty. Then I heard that long whistle whine, and I dropped to my knees on my head and cried.
freaking amazing. What a voice, you know, what a voice. Like a voice that comes to me that I think was someone that was inspired by Bruce Springsteen, I'm sure, was Eddie Vedder. I don't know. I've never read anything about that. I'm just, you know, speculating, but it just, and they have like these really like deep voices, you know, and I don't know. Maybe I'm super wrong. Maybe I'm right. You know, I guess we'd have to ask him. But yeah, so cool. I love Bruce Springsteen. Such a cool composer, writer, like poet, you know, musician, everything, you know, the boss. Love him, man. Really, really good. Very short, but super effective. And then Born in the USA, that album, that first track, Born in the USA house. That's, I think, the only song that I knew before reacting to him on this channel, you know. So awesome. All right. Okay, so now R.E.M., they're really becoming one of my, really, like, I love this band. The other day, I literally listened to Man on the Moon for like 5 times. Literally. Yeah. I never knew that they were singing yeah. But that's because I pulled up the lyrics, you know. And yeah, it's just, sometimes it's really good to pull up the lyrics, you know. Especially there's some singers that, you know, kind of like mumble a little bit. So yeah, not all of them, but some of them. Okay, so it says Driver 8 R.E.M. from the album Fables of the Reconstruction 1985. You might use the remastered cut. I have the original. I think that's the only one that I saw. But I mean, it doesn't really matter, you know, it sounds... I'd rather listen to the original, you know. The song refers to the Southern Crescent, a passenger train that was operated by the Southern Railroad until 1979. Okay, sorry for butchering that. But yeah. Okay, thank you for the context of the song. But here we go. I love R.E.M. I really do. Let's go.
Conductor says, take a break, driver 8.
It's so good. All right, that's it. I love the riffs, I love his voice. There's something about the music with this band that just works. It's the overall the full package of R.E.M. I really like the way he sings. I like the tone of his voice. It's just, instant, likability, for me. There's some bands where you have to get used to the voice, and like even with one of my favorite bands like Iron Maiden, or or Dream Theater, or stuff that I listen to, it took me some time to get. With Dream Theater, I'm still, kind of struggling. A lot of people, like Alexia, she hates him. She hates the vocalist, and I think he's a great vocalist. It's just like his voice just doesn't sound very nice. It's not pleasing to the ear. This guy is just, I don't know, something about him. It's just very pleasing, for the listener. But I could be wrong. But for me personally, it just does work. Bruce Dickinson, for example, it just took me like a lot of time to get used to him, and now I can't imagine a band like Iron Maiden without Bruce Dickinson. When I listen, because there were two other vocalists in that band, before him and after him, and then he returned, and then I listened to that, and I'm like, yeah, it's okay, it's great music, but it's not Iron Maiden. Although the first vocalist, the first two albums, that is Iron Maiden, before Bruce. But man, this was a great marathon. The Doobie Brothers, Delbert McClinton, what a cool guy, what a cool song. Aerosmith, I just want to make it like do a deep dive, into that band, but the early stuff, not the ballady stuff. I'm not a fan of that. Like honestly, Bruce Springsteen, like, never ceases to amaze me, the talent. The man is just a legend, a living legend, thankfully. And R.E.M. is just a band that really like growing on me more and more, really cool. Like also Dave Matthews. There's a lot of 90s bands that I'm just discovering now, and I'm so fortunate. I'm gonna make it an entire marathon, I think, after this, because right now I have the time. A Pearl Jam marathon, so look for that if you're a fan of Pearl Jam. I think Bruce and Eddie Vedder, they have like the typical American vocalists. Like if you want to listen to like top of the line, those two are pretty much up there. So yeah. So again, thank you so much, Scott. This was an awesome idea of songs, and there's another one coming soon. And thank you again so much for all the support, everyone, for watching. Thank you. And yes, please, do like if you like the video, please do subscribe. I know I hated it when I would watch a video and they were like, like and subscribe. I know, but they do it because otherwise the video just dies. If people don't subscribe to your videos or like them, then YouTube just stops sending it out to people. It just dies. If you don't look for it, you can't find it, and it's just sad. That's the main reason. Yesterday I posted a video, and it got let me see. So you can just put this into perspective. I posted a video by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It got 1,900 views, right? Okay. And not even one person subscribed with that video. And people said, it's my favorite song, And I posted another video of this boy band, a boy band from the Philippines. Okay, so check this out. So this is what's so crazy about this. This video got 15,000 views, and over 600 people subscribed. So you see, so that's like, I don't know, maybe it's a different demographic. Like maybe these people are younger because it is a boy band. But I guess it's just that, like, I think there's a certain age demographic that just doesn't want to commit, and I understand. But if you really like the channel, please subscribe. You can turn off the notification, so it doesn't bother you, but it really helps out. And I literally, like, our channel yesterday was at 89,000, now it's at 90,200 just because of one video. So come on, you guys can do it. Thank you. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you, Scott, and I'll see you guys in the next video.